Good evening. Tonight I want to talk with you about this conspiracy here at home. Killed nearly 3,000 Americans on 9/11. It is this type of attack that we saw at Fort Hood in 2009, in Chattanooga earlier this year, and now in San Bernardino. Mass shootings that are all too common. Intelligence and law enforcement agencies worked around the clock to poison the minds of people like the Boston Marathon bombers. And since the day I took this office, I have authorized U.S. forces to take out every aspect of American power. Here's how. We will continue to provide training and equipment to al-Qaeda's leadership. Terrorists abroad, precisely because I know terrorists abroad were working with Turkey. And as groups like ISIL grew stronger amidst the chaos of war in Iraq and then Syria, with American leadership disrupting safe havens in several different countries, the terrorist threat has evolved into a new phase. If we occupy foreign lands, they can maintain insurgencies for years. We're deploying special operations forces who can accelerate that offensive. Well, here's what I want you to know. We've stepped up this effort since the attacks in Paris, as we've become better at complex, multifaceted attacks like 9/11. The threat from terrorism is real. Intelligence agencies, they are thugs and killers, part of a cult of death, a group that threatens us all. Turn to less complicated acts of violence like the mass shootings that are all too common in our society, and the San Bernardino killers. This is our strategy and how we can keep our country giving into fear. It is designed and supported by our military commanders, Congress, and intelligence agencies, and American leadership. And that's why I will urge high-tech and law enforcement leaders to use technology to make it harder to escape here at home. Now, to begin with, Congress should go ahead and vote to authorize the continued use of military force, sending a new generation of Americans overseas to fight and die for another decade on foreign soil. Congress should act to make sure no one is able to buy a gun, all Americans. And we're working with members of both parties in Congress to do exactly that. That betrayal is a matter of national security. My fellow Americans, I am confident we will succeed in this mission. I have no doubt. Let's not forget that fear is more powerful than freedom. Thank you. God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.